I am the founder of the project Dobovo and the operations director of this booking system. We started collaboration with Roman.ua in the field of email marketing. It was a kind of trial project. We didn't have qualified developers, and we understood that creating a marketing department was quite costly. Volodya, the technical director, found your resource, liked it, and decided to give it a try. We quickly found common ground and received good feedback from you. I like that technically everything is set up correctly. The tasks we assign to you are either in progress, completed, or you return them. A situation where a task gets lost has never happened with you, which is very reassuring. So we understood that we found a team capable of solving the issues we face. And we handed over to you what was new for us. We entrusted you with what we lack expertise in. Well, we solved several issues gradually. One of the main questions, apart from email marketing, which I have already mentioned, was Google Ads advertising, pay-per-click advertising, where, I repeat, we also lacked expertise. We needed consultations at a professional level. What is striking is that you are always on trend, participating in conferences and constantly trying to solve our problems using the latest technologies without increasing manual labor. That is why we have worked with you and continue to collaborate. In what field have you resolved issues? Well, it's pay-per-click advertising above all. I can repeat that. Overall, we are satisfied that we delegated such a task to Olga as the marketing director. So Olga essentially oversees all marketing matters for us, which is also correct, as it should be one person. And for us, it is an advantage that I am not burdened with the control of the agency that sets up ads in one of the top cities in the Kyiv city. Let's say, for me, it's a weight off my shoulders, because we all understand that every agency needs supervision, monitoring how they work. We need to show that the customer is always in the loop, in the trend. The customer always wants the best conditions, more clicks, right? For less money, more conversion, and so on. That's why we are successfully solving these issues together here. Did we solve our problem? Well, at the start of the project, I thought that the advertisement could be set up and that would be it, and we could forget about it. But now I understand it's an endless process. Of course, there is a certain framework that eventually forms over time, and this framework can be left as a working machine while trying new directions around it. Have we resolved our issue? Well, not completely, because I believe there is still room for improvement, still things to strive for. Maybe in about 6 months, we might reach the point where we need to spend less time on PC advertising, but we don't know where we'll be and where our competitors will be in 6 months, and this data will present us with challenges in 6 months. No one knows this, so we set tasks, we solve tasks, we move forward. This is an endless process. Power BI is a great tool. Thanks for suggesting it back then. This is what we were missing. Because working with a large volume of data without such a tool, probably, I don't know, it's rather impossible to make the right decisions, impossible to track. Therefore, a machine like Power BI was very timely. It's true, we tried to set it up for a long time, but it was worth it. Thanks to Volodya, you and Olya for not giving up and finally pushing through this case. I think you can confidently offer this product as an off-the-shelf solution to other agencies. Very fast, convenient, and all in one place. You can filter by any period or any campaign. The data loads quite quickly, if not instantly. And accordingly, you can make decisions depending on the project's objectives, whether you want to invest in a particular direction or you want to reduce investments and make a profit. This is the tool that is simply essential for a large product. Your advantages, well, you haven't expanded to, let's say, infinity, and at the same time you haven't taken on amateurs who fail somewhere. Maybe it's not entirely fair to compare you with the number one company, I won't say which one, that is also working with us and still setting up Google Ads for us. So both they and you have your advantages. If we are talking about a large company, then of course there are both new clueless employees and brontosaurs who can offer some cool solutions with just a glance. If we talk about small agencies like Roman.ua, the advantage here is that the number of failures decreases because, well, a novice will immediately be noticeable and you simply won't give them work until you train them. But at the same time, you cannot afford a large number of specialists who can provide some interesting solutions because your team is not that big. Well, I'm talking about automation and so on. Although, of course, I like that you always try to use the latest solutions from Google. And you always prefer to spend more time on automatic tuning than to temporarily do something manually. That's a plus. Well, here everyone has to decide for themselves what is more important to them. A small agency where you personally know every employee, or a large contractor where you only know the product manager. What happens behind the scenes is a mystery. We can only guess. So it depends on what kind of work environment you prefer. We work with both large companies and with you. And for us, this is probably the best combination today. We take knowledge and experience from both sides. In the end, it results in a pretty good synergy. Your prices, they match the market, and here I think you successfully win this competition. I already mentioned that there are some small failures. They probably happen to everyone. Not probably, but definitely. I'll say more here. It's nice to say that we haven't gotten ourselves into any big trouble. I don't like that word. We always worked well enough to avoid major stumbles. So to say something was disliked, well, there were minor inconsistencies and you learned a lesson from each failure. And if, for example, some business process misfired, then you reviewed this business process and added one more controller or inspector. And as a result, we reached a level where the number of errors in this business process approached 0. Well, since I don't have any specific example in my head with this question, I'm generally satisfied with the work. I would recommend you to those who are looking for a reliable contractor in the field of email marketing, Google Ads, and so on. I think they can easily turn to you. You will solve their problems.